Hi, my name is Ashley Gatens, and I'm just going to run through the list of the things for the introduction. Unfortunately, there was a glare with my glasses on, so I'm going to have to probably play a little bit of make sure I get this in the right place so I can actually read it without my glasses. All right, so I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. I work at a private university, Spalding University. Um, My time zone is the Eastern, and best time for a video chat would probably be around 6 p.m. in the evening or later, although I do tend to go to bed early, so if any classmates do want to video conference, or Allison, the professor, I would suggest probably before 10. After that, I might be a little sleepy and a little bit nutty. Um, my teaching experience. So I started out for 2 years teaching English to native speakers, and then I came to Spalding 2.5 years ago, and I work in an academic support position. My title is Learning Specialist, so I work in the Writing Center, and I also work with at-risk students anytime they have some kind of academic issue, problems with study, poor grades, problems understanding reading assignments, etc. So that led me, of course, to work with some of our ESL population. And so when I got here, we didn't have any sort of set thing in place, any kind of classes or support for them. We kind of just expected them to come here and get their help somewhere else if they needed something more than from what they were getting in the classroom. So almost from the time I started, we created twice a week classes for students to come and practice conversation. We practice listening, we do reading. We don't do a whole lot of writing because they're not very good with homework. It's an absolutely voluntary classroom. So, that being said, they know they're not being graded. They have a lot of other responsibilities. A lot of my students are, in fact, graduate students working on, theses and dissertations and things like that. So while they do want to come and increase their English skills, it's not top of their priority list, and especially when it comes to having to do work outside the classroom, because what they really like is coming and interacting with each other and with me and things like that. I particularly enjoy a lot of things with them. I suppose one thing I really do like is taking them out in the community and getting them to see all the things they can do that maybe they thought were difficult or something that they would never be able to do. So I like, because I do have a small group and we know each other very well, and we spend a lot of time together and are comfortable, we go out into the community and we'll do things, we'll practice going through drive-thrus, and they enjoy that kind of thing. We take field trips and see like how candy is made, and they get to talk to the people there, because a lot of it is it doesn't take them long to get comfortable with me, even though I can talk kind of fast. But then they're still uncomfortable with other English speakers, so the more they can get used to other people, other accents, other idioms that I might not use, then the more they feel acclimated and like they've really accomplished something. So I do like the field trips. I also I love playing games with them. I do teach adults, but still there are a lot of games that you can use, or that I use with my students, and it does liven things up, and gets the students to learn without thinking so much, which is really nice. In this class, I took a glance at the syllabus, and I'm really happy to see that it's broken out into like teaching listening, teaching speaking, teaching writing, because that's one of the things that's kind of been on my mind is, I can put together a listening lesson, I can put together a writing lesson, a reading lesson, I've done all those things, but if I'm doing them correctly or in the right order that's leading up to meaningful takeaways in the end, that I'm not sure about. So I really want to learn, I suppose, the nuts and bolts of how to get from point A and make sure you get to, point D or however far you're going. So that's something I'm looking forward to. My strengths include, of course, I've taken a lot of online courses at this point, so I'm comfortable with them. Canvas looks new and, a little different, but we'll get used to it, no problem. I do have a master's degree in writing, so my writing tends to be pretty strong. I do spend a lot of time on coming up with new games and activities for students, so I think I am pretty good at creatively designing things for students. And the metaphor for a teacher's role, currently, I was thinking about this because I've done this before, and this is a new way of looking at it, but it feels right currently. It's like a cook. And you're in the kitchen and you're making a dish, and it's super easy to boil over or burn or things like that. So you're trying to make sure nothing boils over, but yet everything gets cooked really well. Because currently in my class we have, again, adult learners, we have some friction among students, and I feel sort of like I'm playing that peacemaker, negotiator role of making things don't boil over, and at the same time we can have meaningful learning experiences and everybody gets what they need, what they want out of the experience. So I'm looking forward to this class, and thank you.